Alright guys, so for this particular video we are going to try and solve a crossword online. You could find an online crossword virtually on any game site now. I just pulled a random one from this particular website and I had one more opened here, but I thought I'll take this one here. Now the advantage of doing this online is that you get a lot of features which you can use. So one feature is that you can cycle very quickly from one clue to the next. So if I'm here on one across, if I want to look at what is one down, I just have to press the space bar and I get the clue for one down. Similarly, if I come here, if I take the mouse and click here on 5, the clue is highlighted. And then if I press the space bar, I get the corresponding across. I can move from one clue to the next by using the arrow keys as well, right? So one from one to the next, or even the tab function. So right now I'm pressing tab and you can see it's cycling through all the clues and it's highlighting the relevant clue. Apart from this, you can also put off the timer so that you don't feel the pressure of doing something very fast. Plus, you can also enable show errors. So this way you will know when you're solving it whether you're making a mistake or not. This will ensure that you know that what you're doing is right, and that helps you improve your vocabulary. Right, so let's begin with this. Okay, let's look at the first clue there. Cheese is partner in phrase. So this is the only phrase I know where you use cheese is chalk and cheese, to signify that two things are different. You said they are as different as chalk and cheese, but that's not the answer here because it's only 3 letters. Let's go to the next one. In dash off, floored by. Study at the 11th hour, something that all of us have done. So this might be cram, right? CRAM. And now if I go to 11 down and if I look at what is that clue, it says middle dash historical period. So this has to be ages. So which means that this should be cram. Let's look at 9 down. Young water bird. 10 down. Audition is goal. So what does someone who auditions wants? They want a role, right? You always audition for a role. Breath freshener. This is a mint. Now let's look at what is 16 across. Cartoon bear. This is Yogi. Yogi Bear is one of the cartoon characters. Singer Campbell. I don't know the singer, but if you look at this, there are hardly any names which have this particular arrangement. The most common one is Glenn. But what is 9 down? Young water bird. I don't know that. Let me try Glenn. Yes, that's the right answer. I know it's right because I have enabled show errors, right? So it would have popped up in red if this was wrong. 22 across. TV's empty nest. So this is, I think, a program. So empty nest is the most common one. Oh, this is Cygnus. I remember when I was studying for masters, we had used a variation of this name for our festival. So instead of CY, we had named it as PSY for psychology, right? So Cygnus. So but it's not Cygnus unless I have got What I had was U and S here, but I've got it wrong, you see. So it's not Cygnus. So I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to go back. I've just had my first wrong word. Needs medical help. 15 across. This might be shall. We shall overcome. A common phrase is given in quotes here, so that's how you try and guess whether that's what it means. Let's see what is 4 down. Fall, flowers, entire. Usually when the second letter is an H, you have the first letter as T, right? But entire, oh. Relaxation. This could be ease, E-A-S-E, but I don't know. Cheers for the matador. So in Spanish culture, matador is the one who fights against the bulls, right? The bullfighter. And usually when they perform a move against the bull, they shout very loudly and the crowd joins them in saying, Ole. And because it says cheers, it's plural, so it's Oles. Let's see what's 8 down. Dash red light. Stop sign equivalent. Okay. Something that tells you to stop. And this is it's signified by the red light doing something. So it should be flashing red light. A flashing red light is a stop sign equivalent. 4 across. In dash off. No. 18 across. The owl and the pussycat went. No. It's in quotes, so it's taken from some piece of literature. Lacking courage. Timidness. Is this timidness? Let's see what's here. 24 across. Hurry. No. 29 across. Artists. Painters. Let's see what's 29 down. Dash 2. Before. 30 down. Meghan to Prince George. Isn't Meghan George's wife? Oh, she's Harry's wife. Prince Harry's wife. Who's Prince George? William is Harry's elder brother. George. No, I don't know this. Moving on. Let's see, 35 across. Treasure chest. 30 across. Committing perjury. This must be lying. 38 down. West Ender or Cockney. Londoner. So Cockney is a place in London. So not, I mean in the UK, not in London, but let me try and see if it's Londoner. Yeah. West Ender or Cockney is a Londoner. 35 down. 1982-88 post staff or Sharon Place. This is referring to some series that ran on for those 6 years, and someone who co-starred with Sharon Glass. I've never heard about her. 29-2 before. Prior to is before something. And now I think this should be painters, right? Because you have this. and it's not showing in red, so you know it's the right answer. Treasure chest. No, I don't know this. So this, the only relationship, Meghan to Prince George, the only relationship that fits in here is that of an aunt. So I think George is William's son, Prince William's son. 25 down, tattoo parlor supply. Something that you supply to a tattoo parlor is ink. 31 down, bring joy to. Became furious. This must be raged. Yeah. 33 down. Emulates Mark Spitz. No, I don't know who Mark Spitz is. Statute. Statute is a law. 39 across. Epiphany visitors. Epiphany visitors. It's in plural, so no. This can't be the letter S because this won't make any word. SWS, there's no word that begins like that. Tribal pole is a totem. Okay, so usually in tribal cultures, you'll see a pole which is erected, which has carvings, and it is often prayed to, or it is often considered to be holy. So that's called a totem pole. Grates as cheese. So to grate something, as you would grate cheese, is to shred. And because it says grates, plural, it's shreds. Now this becomes easy. Emulates Mark Spitz, so Mark Spitz must have been a swimmer. 39 across. Epiphany. Oh, Epiphany visitors. Wow. This is a Bible reference. Okay, so these are the Bible reference, and this is referring to the three wise men, or the three magi, who visited Jesus Christ when he was born. Right, so it said that they had an epiphany, they had a foretelling, and they just set out to find the miracle child. 39 down, sun up. Sun up is morning. 62 across, attire. Gown. This is gown. No, it's not gown. So, okay, I wasn't sure there. Diamond for one. Diamond. Oh, pear. I've never heard this word, pear. P-A-R-E. 42 down. Emaciated. Emaciated. Thin. Emaciated is thin. 45 down. Some Winter Olympians. So this is referring to a winter sport and one particular type of an event. So usually in winters, the Winter Olympics are usually about snow. So I'm going to take a guess here. I think they should be skiers, right? The ones who ski. So let's say if it's skiers. S-K-I-E-R-S. Yes. 64 across. Marsh grasses. No. 61 across. Father or grandfather is an elder. Next. 57 across. Not at all savvy. Not at all savvy. No. Acquiring. Okay, to acquire is to obtain something. So Within reach is near. And little lady is a girl. Lifted across. Oh, diamond. So this is actually not referring to the precious stone. It's referring to a singer. And there was this guy called Neil Diamond. So and the clue is in for one, so it's one of the diamonds. So here it's referring to an actual person. Attire, garb is attire. To dress is also called garb. Author Stevenson's initials, so he was Robert Louis Stevenson, RLS. And this one has filled itself in scale divisions. So this is the abbreviation for pounds. Right, actor Christian Bale. Batman, do you remember? Laundry soap brand is Tide. 57. Not at all savvy is naive. Right? Someone who doesn't know the tricks of the trade, someone who's innocent. Savvy. Marsh grasslands. This becomes easy now because almost everything is filled in. It's reeds. And pear. And kept for later. So I know this is saved. So this becomes skin. 47 across. Let's move over to this side. 46 across. Bizarre. No. 48, part of the alphabet. Money, slangily. Up to the task. Where to board a cruise ship. Is this tech? No. What is this one? Word attached to Jack or Doodle. So this is what I'm looking for is either a prefix or a suffix. Word attached to Jack or Doodle. No. Desert near the Himalayas. The Gobi Desert, the Thar Desert. I don't know. Both are 4-letter words. If this is Gobi, this becomes Pier, P-I-E-R. But then this will be an E. Dennis target, I don't know. 44 down. Dilly Dally. Dilly Dally is to kill time, not to do things in an urgent manner. So I don't know what dilly dally means over here. Makeup kit item. Okay, this should be eyeliner. So treasure chest over here is trunk. 35 down. It's a name. Start of a warning. Where did I go wrong? Start of a warning. So usually when you want to warn someone, you usually might say something like, do not do that. So do not. And so they haven't given you a breakup of how many words there are, so this becomes a little difficult here, but not that difficult. Bizarre is odd. Dilly dally. Loafs. Loafing. No. Let's see here. Rub the wrong way. Boisterous is noisy. Oh, it's not noisy here. In the know. Art projects. Cries like a wolf. So this is howls. Take away is to subtract. Hoover's successor. So Hoover was one of the presidents of US, Edgar Hoover, after whom the Hoover Dam was built. So this is referring to the initials of the one who succeeded him. I don't know who. To rub the wrong way is to chafe, CHEFE. So 27 down, boisterous is rowdy. This refers to rowdy. FDR, Franklin D. Roosevelt, was the president here. What's 28 down? In the know is aware. (26) across. Art projects. An art project. Crafts. Yep. 21 down. Newborn lies. 14 in an overly formal way. No. Fall flowers. No. Let's see if I got this Dilly Dally. So let me see if this is a peer. Yes. Right. So this is where the check function comes in very handy, you know. When you don't know, when not sure what the answer is, you can take shot. Word attached to jack or doodle. Jack, hammer, jack, jack. No, this is Gobi. 50 down, Tanner's target. Darner's target. No. Part of the alphabet. Is this FGHI? This is so weird. This is the first time I've ever encountered the use of these kinds of random letters. FGHI, part of the alphabet. Money, slangily. Money. Up to the task, able. Now what is this? The only word I can think of over here is flap. Yeah, that's it. Darner's target. Is this a hole? Yeah. And this is loiter. Dilly dally is to loiter. Right, what is this? It should be signet. But to hurry is. Could this be a vowel? It looks like this has to be a vowel between N and T, but it could be a Y as well. But what is the three-letter word for hurry? Let me try E. Oh, that's the right answer. I've never heard of this word, by the way. High. High. So to high is to hurry. Never knew that. Signet. Okay, so Cygnus and Signet or Cygnet. Young water bird. Oh, it says young water bird. So probably the adult bird is called a Cygnus. 4 across. In all, no, wallflowers entire relaxation. Let me see. This is ease. Yes. The owl and the pussycat went to sea. To go to sea is to sail. So even though I'd never heard of this line before, I could guess this bit here. Now there's a mistake in this clue here, right? And I was suspecting that this is the case. So the answer here is in awe of. Sorry, that's a W. In awe of. That is flowed by, but they should not have given this off over here in the clue. They should have just given it as a blank because it has to come here as an answer. So there's a mistake here which actually threw me off the first time, but now we know that that's the right answer. So there's a mistake in the way the clue is given. So this entire becomes whole. I don't know flowers. Give walking papers to. When you make someone walk, you fire them. 21 down. Newborn lies. I don't know. Lacking courage. Dashless. No. Oh, what did I do? I just happened to press N by mistake. I was going for the space bar. I just happened to press N here and I got nits. Ah, lucky break. In an overly formal way. Now let's look at 20 across. Lacking courage. I think this has to be 4 down, has to be esters. That's the only one which makes sense, even though I've never heard of a flower called ester. So, right, it fits here, esters. So lacking courage is spineless. 14 down, in an overly formal way is stiffly. And now I know this because of the way, the combination that we have here, right? Stiffly. So ST. 13 across, needs medical help. So when someone is sick, you say someone is ailing. It's AILS. 17 across, run. 1 down, floor pad is a mat, a floor mat. Put on airs. Put on airs. Be hoity-toity, to just try and be snobbish or to show off. So put on airs. This should be trot. So horses, it's a type of a gait which they have. Trotting, right? So this is trot. And this is clippity clop. Yes, because this is mac and cheese. And there you go. We have our first complete crossword. And you see how easy it becomes when you have your answers, or whether when you have some help telling you whether you're getting the answers right or wrong. It becomes easier to solve the entire one. Pretty good score. I have very rarely got 100%. Okay, I can just remember once or twice, maybe 100%. Whatever crosswords I've solved, sometimes I've been able to solve only one or two clues or three clues. But it's important not to give up. Right, so this is it. Please, I hope you all have also begun solving. If you haven't, I hope this encourages you. Please share your stories as well. How it's going for you. Bye, guys.